Do your legs ache every morning? Does climbing stairs feel impossible? What if your healthy fruit snacks are actually making it worse? I'm about to reveal what the fruit industry won't tell you. 7 innocent fruits sitting in your kitchen right now could be silently stealing your leg strength, and you've been told they're good for you. Stay with me. This could change everything. Meet Calvin, 67. 3 months ago, he could garden for hours. Today, walking to his mailbox leaves him breathless. Calvin's legs felt weaker every week. Climbing stairs became torture. Getting up from his chair required using both armrests. His wife Sarah watched him shuffle around their kitchen, gripping counters for support. "I'm just getting old," Calvin told himself. But Calvin was dead wrong. His doctor ran every test imaginable. Blood work, x-rays, MRIs, everything came back normal. "You're healthy for your age," the doctor said. Yet Calvin felt anything but healthy. Then Calvin discovered something shocking. The real villain wasn't age, arthritis, or muscle deterioration. It was sitting right there in his fruit bowl. 7 healthy fruits Calvin ate daily were secretly destroying his leg strength. These innocent-looking foods were triggering massive inflammation in his body. They were accelerating muscle loss. They were stealing his independence one bite at a time. Calvin had been poisoning himself with health food. Once Calvin eliminated these 7 fruits, everything changed. Within 2 weeks, his morning stiffness vanished. Within a month, he was gardening again. Within 3 months, he felt stronger than he had in years. Today, I'm revealing Calvin's 7 hidden enemies. These fruits are probably in your kitchen right now. Your doctor calls them healthy. Nutritionists recommend them. But for seniors, they can be devastating. You're about to discover why your healthy diet might be destroying your legs. Hash 1. The sweet fire starter. This innocent snack might be fueling a fire inside your joints. Calvin used to keep a bowl of grapes on his kitchen counter. Red ones, green ones, seedless and sweet. He'd grab a handful while reading the morning paper. Fruit is healthy, he thought. My doctor says eat more fruit. But Calvin's morning stiffness kept getting worse. Here's what Calvin didn't know. Those grapes were pouring gasoline on a smoldering fire. 1 cup of grapes contains over 23 grams of sugar. That's nearly 6 teaspoons of pure sugar hitting your bloodstream. Your body doesn't care if it comes from grapes or candy. Sugar is sugar. When you eat this much sugar regularly, something dangerous happens. Your blood sugar spikes. Your insulin levels surge. Over time, your cells become resistant to insulin. This creates chronic, low-grade inflammation throughout your body. Think of inflammation like a small fire burning inside your joints and muscles. Every grape you eat throws another log on that fire. The fire grows bigger, your joints get stiffer, your muscles get weaker. Research shows that chronic inflammation directly attacks muscle tissue. It breaks down the proteins that keep your legs strong. It's like having tiny demolition crews working around the clock, tearing down your strength brick by brick. Calvin's grape habit was literally eating away at his leg muscles. The solution? Swap grapes for berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. They're lower in sugar, packed with fiber, and loaded with anti-inflammatory compounds. They put out the fire instead of feeding it. Think about it. When did you last eat grapes? How did your legs feel the next morning? If this sounds familiar, drop "guilty" in the comments below. You're not alone. But wait until you hear about the next fruit. It's famous for preventing cramps, but for seniors, it could be a ticking time bomb. Hash 2. The potassium trap. Why that cramp cure could be putting your heart and muscles at risk. Calvin's doctor told him to eat bananas for his leg cramps. Potassium is good for muscles, the doctor said. So Calvin started eating 1 banana every morning with his oatmeal. But something strange happened. Calvin felt weak after breakfast, sometimes dizzy. His legs felt heavier, not lighter. Calvin's doctor meant well, but missed something crucial about aging bodies. As we get older, our kidneys don't work like they used to. They can't filter excess potassium as efficiently. When you eat high potassium foods like bananas regularly, that potassium can build up in your blood. Doctors call this hyperkalemia. Here's the scary part. Excess potassium doesn't just make you tired, it can cause dangerous muscle weakness. It can make your heart beat irregularly. In severe cases, it can even cause your heart to stop. One medium banana contains 422 milligrams of potassium. If you're over 60 and have any kidney concerns, that single banana could push your potassium levels into the danger zone. Calvin didn't know his kidney function had declined. Most seniors don't. It happens gradually, silently. You feel fine until suddenly you don't. The muscle weakness Calvin blamed on aging? It might have been potassium overload all along. Studies show that nearly 30% of adults over 65 have some degree of kidney impairment. Most don't know it. If you love bananas, talk to your doctor first. Ask for a simple blood test to check your kidney function and potassium levels. There are plenty of lower potassium fruits that won't put you at risk. Apples, pears, and small portions of berries are much safer choices. Have you ever felt sudden fatigue after eating bananas? Save this information. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Next up, a fruit that tastes like vacation but could be sabotaging your liver and stealing your energy. Hash 3. The liver's sugar overload. This tropical treat could be turning your liver into a fat storage unit. Calvin discovered mangoes at his local grocery store. Sweet, juicy, exotic. Sarah started making mango smoothies every afternoon. "It's natural sugar," she said. "It can't be bad for you." But Calvin's energy started crashing every day around 3 p.m. His annual checkup revealed something concerning. His doctor found early signs of fatty liver disease. Calvin was shocked. "I don't drink alcohol," he told his doctor. "How can I have liver problems?" The answer was sitting in his blender. Mangoes are loaded with fructose. 1 cup contains about 22 grams of this sneaky sugar. Unlike glucose, which your muscles can use for energy, fructose goes straight to your liver. Your liver treats fructose like a toxin. It works overtime to process it. When fructose floods in faster than your liver can handle, something dangerous happens. Your liver starts converting that excess fructose into fat. This fat gets stored right in your liver. Over time, your liver becomes inflamed and swollen. This inflammation doesn't stay put. It spreads throughout your body, releasing chemicals that attack your muscles and joints. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that people who consume high amounts of fructose have significantly higher levels of inflammatory markers in their blood. Calvin's afternoon energy crashes weren't from age. They were from his overwhelmed liver crying for help. A fatty liver pumps inflammatory signals that make every step feel like walking through mud. Your legs feel heavy because your body is literally inflamed from the inside out. Try limiting mangoes to small portions once or twice a week. Add leafy greens to support your liver's natural detox process. Your energy will thank you. If you want more energy, keep watching. This next fruit might shock you with its hidden danger. Hash 4. The medication menace. How your daily pineapple slice could turn your life-saving medication into a weapon. Calvin's neighbor Linda was 72 and took blood thinners daily after her stroke. She was terrified of another clot. Every morning with breakfast, she ate fresh pineapple. "Vitamin C keeps me healthy," she told Calvin. Linda didn't know she was playing with fire. One morning, Linda fell in her garden, a small tumble that should have left a minor bruise. Instead, she bled internally for hours. The paramedics rushed her to the emergency room where doctors struggled to stop the bleeding. The culprit? Her innocent pineapple habit. Pineapple contains a powerful enzyme called bromelain. This enzyme naturally thins your blood. It also increases the absorption of certain medications in your digestive system. When Linda ate pineapple every day, the bromelain was amplifying her blood thinner medication. She was essentially doubling her dose without knowing it. Even if you don't take blood thinners, pineapple can boost the effects of many common medications. Heart medications, blood pressure pills, antibiotics, even over-the-counter pain relievers can become more potent and dangerous when combined with bromelain. For seniors taking multiple medications, this can be life-threatening. A small serving of pineapple can turn your carefully calibrated medication routine into a dangerous gamble. Falls become more dangerous when your blood is too thin. Bruising becomes severe. Internal bleeding can happen from the smallest injury. If you take any medications regularly, check with your doctor or pharmacist before eating pineapple. Even natural doesn't mean safe when you're managing health conditions. Know someone on blood thinners or multiple medications? Share this tip with them. It could literally save their life. Up next, the healthy morning drink that might be worse than soda for your legs. Hash 5. The juicy deception. Why that glass of orange juice might be attacking your muscles worse than cola. Every morning for 20 years, Calvin poured himself a tall glass of orange juice. Vitamin C prevents scurvy, his grandmother always said. Orange juice is healthy. But Calvin noticed something disturbing. The more orange juice he drank, the worse his morning stiffness became. His knees ached. His legs felt weak and shaky. Calvin didn't realize he was mainlining liquid sugar every single day. One 8-ounce glass of orange juice contains 21 grams of sugar. That's more sugar than a can of Coca-Cola. But here's the difference. Cola doesn't pretend to be healthy. When you eat a whole orange, the fiber slows down sugar absorption. Your blood sugar rises gradually. But when you drink orange juice, you get all the sugar with none of the protective fiber. It's like injecting sugar directly into your bloodstream. This sugar tsunami triggers massive inflammation throughout your body. Your immune system treats these sugar spikes like an attack. It releases inflammatory chemicals to fight back. These chemicals don't just attack the sugar, they attack your healthy muscle tissue too. Calvin's morning orange juice was starting every day with an inflammatory explosion. But orange juice isn't the only citrus culprit. Grapefruit juice is even more dangerous for seniors. It contains compounds that block enzymes in your liver. These enzymes help break down medications. When you drink grapefruit juice, your medications can build up to toxic levels. Heart medications, cholesterol drugs, blood pressure pills, grapefruit juice can turn any of these into poison. Choose whole fruits over juice. If you must have citrus, stick to small portions of the actual fruit. Avoid grapefruit completely if you take any medications. Does this surprise you? Save this information and watch our next revelation. You won't believe what this superfood can do to your feet overnight. Hash 6. The gout trigger. This antioxidant superfood can turn your foot into a medieval torture chamber. Calvin's friend Mike was 69 and proud of his healthy eating. He read that cherries were packed with antioxidants. Every evening, Mike would sit on his porch eating a bowl of fresh cherries while watching the sunset. One morning, Mike woke up screaming. His big toe felt like someone was driving a hot nail through it. The pain was so intense he couldn't bear the weight of his bedsheet touching it. Mike couldn't walk. He couldn't even think straight. Gout had struck like lightning. Mike couldn't understand it. He didn't drink alcohol. He ate healthy foods. How could this happen? The answer was in his nightly cherry ritual. While cherries do contain antioxidants, they're also loaded with fructose. 1 cup of sweet cherries contains about 20 grams of fructose. This sugar doesn't just go to your liver. It also spikes the production of uric acid in your blood. Uric acid is like tiny glass shards floating through your bloodstream. When levels get too high, these sharp crystals settle in your joints. Usually they attack the big toe first. The pain is excruciating. Imagine stepping on broken glass from the inside out. But gout doesn't just cause pain. Those inflammatory attacks rapidly break down muscle tissue. Your leg strength deteriorates with every gout episode. Many seniors with chronic gout lose significant muscle mass and become frail. Research shows that gout attacks can trigger muscle atrophy that persists long after the pain subsides. If you love cherries, limit yourself to small portions once or twice a week. Stay well hydrated. And if you have any history of gout or kidney stones, consider avoiding cherries altogether. If gout is your nightmare, share your story below and keep watching. Our final fruit might be the sneakiest muscle destroyer of all. Hash 7. Nature's candy disaster. These tiny concentrated sugar bombs are slowly eating your muscles alive. Calvin thought he was being smart. Instead of cookies for his afternoon snack, he switched to trail mix loaded with raisins, dried cranberries, and dried apricots. "It's fruit," he told Sarah. "How could it be bad?" Calvin didn't know he had just traded one sugar bomb for an even bigger one. When fruit is dried, something sinister happens. All the water gets removed, but the sugar stays behind. What you're left with is concentrated sugar in a tiny package. 1/4 cup of raisins contains 29 grams of sugar. That's more sugar than a candy bar, but it's disguised as health food. Calvin was eating handfuls of these sugar grenades every afternoon. His blood sugar would spike to dangerous levels. His insulin would surge to bring it back down. This constant sugar roller coaster was destroying his muscles from the inside. Here's what happens when you eat concentrated sugar regularly. Your body enters a state called chronic inflammation. This inflammation releases enzymes that literally digest your muscle proteins. It's called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. But sarcopenia isn't really about age, it's about inflammation. And sugar is inflammation's favorite fuel. Studies show that seniors with high sugar intake lose muscle mass 40% faster than those with controlled sugar intake. Calvin's healthy dried fruit habit was accelerating his muscle loss and threatening his independence. Chronic inflammation from dried fruits doesn't just weaken your legs. It increases your risk of falls, fractures, and loss of mobility. Choose fresh fruits with their natural fiber and water content. If you must have something sweet, try a small piece of dark chocolate. It's actually less harmful than dried fruit. Did you think dried fruits were healthy? Comment below if this surprised you. And save this for your next grocery trip. Rule of 1. Here's the truth Calvin learned, and the truth I want you to remember. You're not just getting older. You're not falling apart. You're not broken beyond repair. You've simply been unknowingly feeding the wrong fire. Every time you ate those grapes, you were feeding inflammation. Every banana was potentially overloading your system with potassium. Those mangoes were overwhelming your liver. The pineapple was amplifying your medications. Orange juice was spiking your blood sugar like liquid candy. Cherries were loading your joints with uric acid crystals, and dried fruits were concentrated sugar bombs disguised as health food. But now you know. Knowledge is power, and power is the ability to choose differently. Let me give you the rule of 1 that changed Calvin's life. From now on, limit yourself to 1 serving of fruit per day. Choose fresh, whole fruits over juices. Pick berries over high-sugar options. And always check with your doctor about potential interactions with your medications. Calvin followed this simple rule. Within 3 weeks, his morning stiffness began to fade. Within 2 months, he was back in his garden every day. Within 6 months, he was dancing with Sarah in the kitchen again. Your body has an amazing ability to heal when you stop feeding the inflammation. You have the power to protect your leg strength, your independence, and your quality of life. It starts with the choices you make at the grocery store. Remember, you're not getting weaker because you're getting older. You're getting weaker because you're feeding inflammation. Stop feeding the fire. Start feeding your strength. Your legs, your energy, and your future self will thank you. The choice is yours, and now you have the tools to choose wisely. If this information hit home for you, I need to hear from you in the comments below. Drop your age and tell me which of these 7 fruits surprised you the most. Was it the grapes, the bananas, the dried fruits? I read every single comment, and your stories help me create content that truly serves you. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. It tells YouTube that this information matters and helps more seniors like you discover these crucial health truths. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I'm on a mission to help seniors reclaim their health, strength, and independence. New videos come out every week with information your doctor might not have time to explain. Speaking of which, I have something that could solve one of your most frustrating problems right now. If you're tired of waking up at 2 a.m. every single night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why your body won't let you sleep through the night anymore, my next video reveals the real reason this happens to seniors. It's not your bladder. It's not your age. It's not even stress. It's something doctors know but rarely mention because the solution is completely free. You don't need medications. You don't need expensive treatments. You just need to understand what's really happening in your body at 2 a.m. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Good sleep is the foundation of good health, and what I'm going to show you could give you back your nights and transform your days. Until next time, remember, you're not broken. You've just been missing the right tools. Let's fix that together. Take care of yourself. You're worth it.